Hi everyone. In this video, I'm going to do a demo of QQ Docs. And this video is a little bit different than our normal videos because this video is of a Chinese company. Don't worry, almost all this video will be in English. You just need to know how to click on one button, this button, which means login. And basically, this is kind of an alternative to Google Drive and Google Docs. And I'm going to do a demo for you. So first you're going to have click on this, that means login, and you can log in with either a WeChat, QQ, or WeCom account. And first you would need to make an account. For example, on WeChat, you can go to WeChat.com and has a link to the major app stores. You can set up an account. And once you have an account, again, all you need to know is this button means login. And then I'm going to assume you have a WeChat account, although you can do this with a QQ or WeCom. And what you're going to end up doing is clicking like on this, and you're going to scan the QR code with your phone, but you'll scan it with the in WeChat. And in WeChat, it's going to ask you to confirm. It's going to say basically that you have read and accepted and you confirm the login, and you will say yes. And what it will do is it's going to redirect you to something like this, and you'll just go back to docs.qq.com. And yes, you see that it's in English. I think that's because my computer is set in English. And if you want to, yeah, so it does support English, and it would definitely support Chinese. You can change the language in the settings. So this is kind of like Google Drive. And so here, note that you can make folders. Like here, you can make new. Click on the new button and make a new folder. And different options here. You can make a doc, sheet, slide, and I'll discuss all these. And you can also make a mind map and other cool things. And you can also upload files to your folder. So I'll upload one image. And just to show you, to import an image, you would just click on, or a file, you just click on the import button. Okay, here, so I just uploaded an image from Pexels. I believe this is just the ocean. So you can upload images and you can upload other files. Okay, so again, this is kind of like Google Docs. I made a folder called current, and I'm going to show you the different options now. So let's go over doc. So I'm going to click on doc here. And you have the different options. I'm going to show you just a blank doc. And again, this is kind of like Google Docs. And I think the speed is such because it's going, yeah, it's probably the server is in Mainland China. And I'm not in Mainland China, so it's a bit far away. Okay, so you can give it an example title. I'll say example title. And it has an AI assistant, although I'm going to skip that. I am writing a book. This is an example top of the book. Okay. And then I think this is kind of cool. And then you have the different options, the font size. For example, Control B to make it bold. And so like I said, it's kind of like Google Docs. And you can insert an image, text box, and more. So there's a whole lot of things you can do. For example, here you can change the font color. Made it red. Maybe if you want it orange, you can have it be orange. I can increase the font here to 18, let's say. And let's insert an image. For example, insert image, and then you'll say from a Tencent document or from local, and I'll upload a local one. Okay, so I just uploaded an image that I made for another video. I think that was from Grok. I made a video about Grok. And this was an image of two polar bears playing with two Arctic wolves at the North Pole, playing ice hockey. Okay, so anyway, I just inserted that image, and you can insert more images. And I forget what the default size is. It might be 11. And yeah, so I think this is quite a good software actually. And you can remove the bold like that, or have the bold. Control B. So you can play around with this, and this is an option I'm not going to try, but you could generate images possibly. Okay, so what I want to show you now is this is how you can download it as a Microsoft document or export it as a PDF or other of those. I'm going to download it as a Word document. Okay, so I downloaded the file. I'm actually using LibreOffice, and it looks quite good in my opinion. So the .docx file looks pretty good in my opinion. And now I'll show you the downloaded PDF. So you would go here, export as PDF. And this is something that it's maybe slightly annoying, but they have some default options that you have to select if you want to actually download it. So I chose it as no watermark with a PDF, and you can go export as local PDF. That's what I'm going to click on. Okay, and this is what the downloaded PDF looks like. For some reason it didn't download the image. I'm not really sure why, and this is what the PDF looked like. And yeah, all that stuff I think is quite cool. And then finally, there should be an option to see here. And then if you want to share it, you can actually click on the share button, and you have the choice private only to you, or others can view it. Anyone can view it. Okay, it depends. And then you can just click on copy the link or QR code or any of these. I'm going to click on copy link. And then I'm opening this file in an incognito window. So I got the link, and this is what the share looks like. So you can share your documents with other people, and they don't need to have a QQ account. So I think that's quite cool. And overall, I think their document editor is quite good, and I think you can try it out. And again, if you're going to be going to mainland China, definitely this could be very useful because Google Docs might not be accessible. And I do think QQ Docs is pretty good. Okay, so now let's try out the spreadsheet. So you're going to go to New Sheet, New Spreadsheet, and you have the option to have these different templates. I'm just going to use a blank sheet, and it's going to open it in a new tab. And notice that, yeah, it originally was in Chinese, but because the language settings, it changed to English. But you can change the language settings if you want. Okay, so I have some data that I want to demonstrate this stuff with. So this is some data I set up for another tutorial. And basically it's just a simple spreadsheet. And notice here it automatically did like in Google Sheets. So I think this is very useful. So you can auto adjust the width. You can click on one and double click, and it can auto adjust the width. And this spreadsheet basically just has the person's name, their career, their yearly salary, gender, age, and age group. You can see, for example, it has a doctor, an idol, and these two people made a lot of money. And we've got entrepreneur, day trader, lawyer, two authors, and some others. Pizza delivery driver, CEO, teachers, and more. And this could actually be very useful for you using QQ Docs. So there's a lot of useful things you can do. And I'm just going to demonstrate, for example, let's say you want to find the average. So it actually uses the English average. So for example, the average salary, you can say C2 to C18. So that would be the mean salary. If you want to get the, do it like that, you can do median salary. You can get the median salary like this. You can do median and C2 do C18. Okay, so median is another type of average, and this is one advantage of median because it's less prone to outliers. So this person, Sana, she makes a lot of money. She's in the group twice. I looked this up. This is actually based on some website, approximately how much she makes per year. She might make more. But anyway, so the median is that. So it's more it's better for dealing with outliers. And then let's say, for example, you can say the minimum salary. We can say the min from C2 to C18. Let's say the max salary, and you can say max C2 to C18. Okay, and yeah, so I think this is very, very useful, and for sure I'm almost certain you'd be able to do sorting, although I haven't looked into that very much. But for example, data, I think you should be able to do sorting, but let's say, for example, sort and custom sort. Let's say custom sort by the yearly salary, and we'll do descending. So just like in Google Sheets, for example here, so this goes from highest to lowest. So a lawyer makes that much money. That's just an example. CEO might make that. Doctor might make that. And so on. So this seems about fairly realistic. And a lot of these I looked up the numbers, and some I just kind of knew some of the salaries. So you can sort from highest to lowest or lowest to highest, and there's so many different types of sorting you can do, just any type of data analysis. Okay, and you can download this just like a Microsoft Excel file, and you can also export it as a PDF or Excel file. I'm not going to show you that, but it should be similar to the docs, and I'm going to show you the slides now. So going back to here, we can go to new and then go to slide. So this is kind of like, I think it's Google Slides, or kind of like PowerPoint. We've got different templates you can use, but let's do a blank one. So here we can say blank slide. Okay, you can say, call it my presentation. Okay. Say data science is cool. I don't know. Whatever you want. You can make a new slide and say data science subfields. We can say, for example, statistics, coding, machine learning. Okay, this is just something that I think about, but you can do whatever you want. You could say slide 3, some more text, and so on. And then, like other things, you can change the font to like that, different color. And if you wanted to add an image, you can add an image or like that. I think that's add some data. I would say slide 4. Okay, I'm going to try adding an image. Okay, so I just added an image. This was an image I made in another AI tool. I don't remember. It might have been Grok. And like the other ones, you can download that. So for example, you can download it as a PowerPoint slide or download it as a PDF or other things. And yeah, so I think QQ Docs is quite good. And going back to here, so again, this is kind of like Google Drive. You can have folders, you can put things in here. And I also wanted to quickly show you, if I had it, maybe I can't find it. Okay, but anyway, oh yeah, so here I also made a this is a mind map, so you can have mind maps, and I think that's really cool. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video. This was a demo of QQ Docs at docs.qq.com.